What's up, stinkers? It's your professional bleed build enthusiast here, El Stinky, and I've been experimenting a lot recently with blood and arcane and occult. I found the best like occult style weapons, which is the size. I thought the rapiers would be the best for bleed, but I wanted to PvP a bit, and I saw people rocking the dual curved swords on me and just one-shotting me and immediately proccing bleed, and I thought, I've had enough of this. I've had enough of this. I got to see what the curved swords are all about. And apparently, they are very good as from what you just seen. So I'm gonna show you everything that this build uses and where to get everything for it. Before we get into it, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe with the notifications on because it'll help me out a lot. And let's get into it. So now the weapons we're using is the Scavenger's Occult Curved Sword. I have it at level 24, and the Serpent God's Blood Curse Sword at level 24. You can obviously use it at whatever level. I'm just showing that I don't even have it maxed out, and it's still that good. We're using a Cult on the Scavengers because it already comes with Blood Loss, and we're using uh, Blood on the Serpent Gods because it does not come with Blood Loss, so we need to make up for that. Seppuku on both. Then for gear, gauntlets and boots do not matter, but what does matter is the white mask because you guys know this increases your damage whenever you proc bleed. And the Raptor's Black Feathers, which I only found out recently, enhances your jump attacks, which is very important because whenever you're doing a jumping attack with the curved swords, you're doing multiple attacks in one, and you're building up a lot of buffs. And then for your talismans, Lord of Blood's Exultion, which goes with the white mask, and increases your attack power whenever you proc blood loss, so you're getting a lot of extra attack power. The Claw Talisman, which goes with the Raptor's Black Feathers, because it also increases your jump attacks. And then the Run and Wing Sword Insignia. If you are not far enough to get this, you could still go for the Wing Sword Insignia if you haven't done Millicent's Quest. Um, so unfortunately, you need to be very far in the game. You need to complete Millicent's Quest to get the Rotten Wing Sword, but that's fine. You can trade it out for anything, like I said, the Wing Sword Insignia, or something like Taker's Cameo, or Mariko's Radagons, whatever you want. And then same thing goes for the Godskin Swaddling Cloth. You can really use whatever you want here. I just went with the successive attacks for HP because obviously you see here it's all about successive attacks. And then the last part is the Commander's Standard. You guys know this. Whenever you use the weapon art for it, it gives you 20% extra damage and defense against everything for 30 seconds. So yeah, that's all for the build. I'm not going to show you where to get it, and then at the end I'll show you a little bit more gameplay on some harder enemies. So now we're going to start off with the Scavenger's Occult Curve Sword, probably the easiest one to get. You need to unlock Altus Plateau, and then you make your way to Mount Gelmir, progress through until you get to the first Mount Gelmir campsite. And from here, just follow the route on screen. And then once you get to this ladder, a grafted sign will appear if you haven't already killed it. And then underneath this carriage will be a body with the Scavenger's Curved Sword. And now, for the Commander Standard, you need to make your way to the Inner Aeonia in Caelid. Make your way southeast into the tree here, and there should be a boss called Commander O'Neill, which, when you kill him, will reward you with the Commander Standard. Now for the Serpent God's Sword, you need to make your way here to the Ruined Strewn Precipice Overlook, which is in the Ruined Strewn Precipice dungeon. It's a cave that you have to get through Liurnia, and at the end you have to fight a magma worm, but from here before the boss room, you want to go down the elevator and follow the path on screen. Just run past all these enemies. You want to make your way to the ladder here and just climb up. Make your way across to all the land octopus. And over here on this corpse, you will find the Serpent God's Curved Sword. Now the next up is the White Mask, and you do need to be a little bit further in the game for this. You need to get to Moog, and from here at the Palace Approach Ledge Road, just follow the path. And when you get over here to this pool of blood, you should be invaded by a white mask NPC, which you need to kill. And then after you kill him, move further in, and there should be another one that spawns, which you need to kill. And then you move even further in, and there should be a third. And once you kill all three of these white masks in any order, you will be rewarded with the uh, War Surgeon gear with the white mask. Now for the Raptor's Black Feathers, you need to make your way to the Sage's Cave at the very start of the Altus Plateau. And within this cave there is a very large amount of chests and illusory walls that you have to smack, and then it is behind one of those illusory walls. I cannot show you because all the illusory walls are already gone on my playthrough. So now for the Lord of Blood's Exultation, you need to make your way down to the capital sewers, and then go to down to the very bottom. See here, it's not hard. You can just survive these falls. Drop down right here. Drop down here. Should heal up. Now there's a lot of lobsters down here, and they're very annoying, so I suggest you just run past. But drop down to the bottom. And you just gotta run past this lobster if he doesn't murder you into this little hole in the wall. And then you will enter the catacombs. Now if you turn right here, you'll get the Site of Grace. And now just make your way through the catacombs, and you'll get yourself the Lord of Blood's Exultation. For the Claw Talisman, you make your way to Stormvale. And starting from the Rampart Tower, you can head back through this room. And up the stairs. Through this door. And just wrap around. Through this door now. But it is somewhere you can parkour, and it should be somewhere on these towers that you can find. In fact, it should be on this corpse right here. Or maybe even down here on this corpse. It's one of these, but yeah, let me know in the comments. I'll pin it. Now for the Rotten Wing Sword Insignia, like I said, you need to complete Millicent's questline to get this. But if you are doing Millicent's quest, you need to make your way to the drainage channel, make your way back up. Then on your left, you can see this little arena kind of looking thing with the swamp of Scarlet Rot. You need to make your way on these trees to get over there. When you first go over there, you need to kill a tree avatar, which is very annoying. It does have blood loss, so you can make use of a bleed build on it. But after you kill it, you need to respawn back at the drainage channel, make your way back again. And then over here, you should see a red summon sign and a gold summon sign. You can either kill Millicent or help her fight her sisters. If you want the Rotten Wing Sword, you need to help her kill her sisters. Now lastly, for the Godskin Swaddling Cloth, you need to make your way to the mountaintop of the Giants. And here at the Freezing Lake, you'll find the Spirit Caller Lake. You do need a Stone Sword key to unlock this. So here's where it is. It is very tough, but once you kill the bosses at the end, it is 2 Godskin Apostles. Once you kill them, you will be awarded with the Talisman. So in the same area as the Spirit Caller Cave on this frozen lake, you want to make your way northeast. And you see these 2 trees here. There will be a invisible scarab running around, and you'll see his trail. And you have to kill that, and it'll reward you with the Seppuku Ash of War, which you can apply to both of your curved swords. It's right here on the map. So yeah, that's how you get everything for this build. I'll show it off one more time on this guy. You guys know I use this guy as a test dummy. He's very tough. So essentially what you do, you take out the Commander Standard, two-hand it, use the Ash of War, switch back, I'll then do the whole Seppuku routine where you equip your offhand, Seppuku, go back to your main hand, use Seppuku again, and now you're ready to just go off. So here I'm going to start off with a crouching attack, jumping attack again, and he's dead. Definitely the fastest time I've ever killed this guy in these videos for testing. The rapiers were pretty fast, the Uchi were pretty fast, but this is just insane, and it's not even the blood really that's carrying it. It also just does insane damage because it's a cult and you're doing so many rapid attacks and the jumping attacks, which you're getting boosts for. I'll show it off on some enemies that don't bleed as well, because you guys know that I've had a big problem with that where people talk about how good bleed builds are, but they don't talk about how a lot of enemies just straight up don't bleed and it's useless. But you can see these bone enemies here at Fair Missoula that don't bleed. You can see how much damage it does. That's just one jumping attack. That was literally just one jumping attack right there. I don't even have the rallying standard procced. If you've been to Fair Missoula, you probably know how annoying these guys are. And also, this thing just mows through smaller enemies. Like, you could just run up, start swinging. And see how my damage is just slowly going up and up? Because every attack, I'm getting more damage. And now, obviously, for this build, even though these do a lot of damage on their own, since you have a cult and all that damage build up, it is still worth noting you should probably always have a stronger occult weapon on on standby in case you reach an enemy that's just not able to bleed and is just straight up too strong for any of your weapons, which is why I still recommend my last video about the occult grave scythes. These are insanely good damage. And obviously too, the Zweihanders work great with the cult, and anything really does wonders with the cult. But yeah, that's it for the build. Once again, thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps me out. Smash the like button. Let's see if this video can get 3 likes. But yeah, that's all for me. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.